Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. So today I would like to discuss certain issues with you. I'll straight away open the document, look at the document, then we'll have a discussion. First discussion is related to United States of America. This particular case was a long pending one in Supreme Court of America. So that is related to the marriage between the people of same sex. And in 13 states in the United States of America, so there is a ban on the marriage between the people of same sex. But the Supreme Court of United States made it very, very clear that the marriage should be permitted. Of course, it has also given 3 weeks time for the states to respond on this. Regarding that, I have the information. Most of the countries in the Europe also permitted for the legalizing of the marriage between the people who belong to the same sex. So now it is United States of America. I'll show you the document regarding some more points that are available with me. Look at this. The Supreme Court in United States has lifted a bar on the gay unions. The court said that same-sex couple had a right to marry anywhere in the country. Previously, there was a bar, but now, because of the directions and the order given by the Supreme Court, it is very much permitted. So there was a litigation of 2 decades on this subject. It is not just today or yesterday. For the last 20 years, there is a litigation on this subject. And look at this point. Gay and lesbian couples already could marry in 36 states and in District of Columbia. But in remaining states, it was not permitted, there was a bar. But the direction of the Supreme Court on this aspect is permitting the people who are living anywhere in the country, now they are very much permitted to get married. The last but not least, the point is that the Supreme Court also gave 3 weeks time for reconsideration. So we have to wait and watch what the Supreme Court is going to say. If somebody challenges the orders of the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court may review its own decision. So we have to wait and watch for that. Next one. So one very good information we have. This is related to the BPI. It stands for Basic Profitability Index. Anything may be a question in the examination. Please kindly follow all the points that you are able to see on the screen. This was created by Daniel Altman. He is a professor at New York University's Stern School of Business in the Foreign Policy magazine. In the examination, they may ask you what is BPI, and they may also ask you who created BPI. Kindly remember the name, it's Daniel Altman. And this particular index talks about the, excuse me, okay, I'm sorry. This particular index talks about the rank of the nations. It talks about the rank of the nations in the safe place as far as the business destination is concerned. For quite some period of time in India, we are talking about the Make in India project. It is not the first time for the government of India, but any party that is there in the power, it will always try to attract the investment from abroad in India, so that the infrastructure will be developed, employment opportunities will also be developed. But for quite long period of time, the attraction or attracting these foreign investments is considered to be little slower in India. But after the new government has been formed 1 year back, there was a great momentum as far as the investment destinations are concerned with respect to India. So regarding that, this BPI is really a good news for India, and we'll see what are the points that are available on the screen. So look at the screen, have a look at this. I'm talking, this is the information that is related to the last year, and after that we'll see what is the present position. In the year 2014, India was ranked at the sixth position, while Hong Kong was at the first position. This year, what happened if you look at this? Next point, I'm highlighting this. For the year 2015, India has been ranked at the first position, meaning this is the place which is considered to be very safe as far as the investments are concerned. From sixth position, India reached the first position. And in the same year 2015, look at United States of America is at the fifth position and China is at the 65th position. But what are the critical factors important? What exactly the investors will look in a country if they want to invest? So the critical factors are three. I have given in the form of ABC. Look at this. Number one, growth of asset value. Obviously, because it's a business, everybody wants to make the profit in this. Number two, preservation of asset value while the asset is owned. This is number two. Number three, ease of bringing home the proceeds from selling the assets. After all, wherever you are doing the business, you want to bring your profits back to the home. That is also important. These three are considered to be the critical factors as far as the investments are concerned. Look at this. Last one I have given note would be very important for all the people who are writing the civil services examination. Look at this. Economic growth alone does not determine the returns to investing abroad, but one should also worry about the things like financial stability, physical security, corruption. So the word corruption is repeated here. I'll just remove it. Corruption, expropriation by the government, exploitation by the local partners, capital controls and exchange rates. That's the reason why so many factors will come into the picture for the success of the business. So during our future classes, when I'm dealing with the subjects like economy, so we'll try to know more information regarding what is the meaning of the exchange rate, what is the meaning of the capital controls, how exactly the corruption is playing so one role as far as the investments are concerned, and how exactly the corruption is playing the role where maybe the administrators or the politicians are making money out of this, and what are the ill effects of this. So we'll try to understand all these things. But kindly remember, in any examination, it may be a question according to basic profitability index. What is the rank of India for the year 2015? Answer is the first position. Kindly remember this. I have some more information that is related to Sri Lanka. So we know the location of the Sri Lanka, nicely located very near to India. It's an island nation. Every time it's there in the news because of the fishermen issues. Indian fishermen will be arrested by Sri Lankan government and Sri Lankan fishermen are arrested by Indian authorities. Since the nation is very near to us, always an important nation. And very recently we have seen at the end of last year 2014, there was an election and there is a new president for Sri Lanka, Maithripala Sirisena. In a similar manner, so there is a necessity to conduct the elections for parliament also in Sri Lanka. Well in advance, 10 months in advance, the Sri Lankan parliament has been dissolved and they are going for the elections in the month of August. There are some political parties, factions, and unions. So many things are there, just like any other country. But there is going to be a fresh election with respect to the Parliament of Sri Lanka. Regarding that, I'll show you these points. Look at this. The President Maithripala Sirisena dissolved the Parliament on June 26, 2015, and it came into effect immediately. So it was resolved 10 months in advance. So this is the 7th Parliament of Sri Lanka. It has already been dissolved. And of course, I told you already. So we are going to launch a full-fledged batch for civil services, that is IAS. And this batch is for those people who are writing the examination next year, 2016. That batch is to be started on July 1st, 2015. That is on Wednesday. It's very, very near. Admissions are in progress. And if you are interested, please join immediately. And with respect to the subjects, you please watch the video again. And if you want to achieve IAS in one attempt, please do join us. Thank you so much for being with me this evening for a current affairs session. And I'll see you tomorrow with more current affairs. Thank you so much.